The galaxy had grown used to human noise. For decades, Earth's fleets patrolled the trade routes, their engines loud with defiance, their signals reaching across the stars. Wherever humans traveled, they carried songs, laughter, and the constant chatter of radio waves. And then one day it all stopped. Scouts from the Orion Syndicate reported first. The Terran fleet guarding the edge of neutral space was gone. Not destroyed, not scattered, gone. No wreckage, no distress signals. Just silence. The Tsar Confederacy confirmed next. The human patrols along the Crimson Nebula had vanished too. Within weeks, every human ship, from the smallest frigate to the mighty dreadnoughts, simply disappeared. The galaxy waited for explanations. None came. The Galactic Council met in panic. Humans were reckless, unpredictable, and famously stubborn. The idea that their entire armada had vanished without a trace unsettled even the most powerful empires. Some whispered that the humans had finally destroyed themselves. Others feared something worse, that they had found a new power, a technology, beyond imagination, and had withdrawn into shadow to sharpen their blades. Among the star systems, merchants and colonists spoke in hushed tones. "If the humans are gone," they asked, "who will stop the Council's cruelty? Who will defend the weak?" For though Earth's fleets were young compared to the ancient powers, their presence had been a shield, a noisy, reckless shield, but one the oppressed had learned to trust. On a distant mining world, a Saurian worker stared at the empty space where once a Terran escort ship had hovered. It had watched over the colony like a watchful hawk. Now only silence remained. The miners knew the truth before any government admitted it. The galaxy felt colder without humans. Smugglers grew bolder, pirates struck undefended outposts, and old rivalries reignited. The balance had shifted overnight. Humanity's disappearance was not just a mystery. It was a wound. And yet, beyond the sorrow, there was awe. For what power could make an entire species' fleets vanish at once? What secret did humanity hold? In the grand chambers of the Galactic Council, representatives argued for days. They destroyed themselves, barked the Veth warlord. Humans were too proud to last. "They are hiding," countered a Zell diplomat, her voice trembling. "They wait to strike, unseen. I can feel it." Others urged caution, but fear gnawed at the assembly. If the humans had found some hidden pathway, some technology beyond their rivals, then the balance of power was broken. The Council authorized secret missions, sending fleets into human space. Each expedition returned with the same report. Earth stood alone, dark and silent, her skies empty. In the shadows of the galaxy, refugees told stories. A Keelan trader remembered how humans had shared food with his starving crew. An Oran child recalled being lifted by human arms when her village burned. A mechanical drone whispered of engineers from Earth who had rebuilt it, giving it a name instead of a number. The galaxy realized something strange. It missed humanity. Not their weapons, not their ships, but their presence, their stubborn kindness, their refusal to bend to tyranny, their wild songs sung even in the darkest void. The mystery of their disappearance became more than political. It became personal. Then, after nearly a year of silence, the first signal came. It was faint, broken by static, but unmistakably human. A single phrase repeated over and over. "We are not gone. We are preparing." The signal spread like fire. Across empires, smugglers replayed it in cantinas, soldiers whispered it before battle, and council members listened in dread. If humanity had not been destroyed, if they had chosen to vanish, then what awaited the galaxy when they returned? Rumors multiplied. Some said Earth had discovered the mythical Dark Gate, a pathway into another dimension. Others claimed they had unlocked a weapon so powerful it required silence until it was ready. A lone freighter captain swore he saw shadows moving through a nebula, massive shapes the size of cities, gliding silently past his ship. He dared not pursue. Whatever the truth, the galaxy realized something terrifying. Humanity's absence was not weakness. It was choice. They had chosen to vanish. The council grew desperate. Armies were raised, borders fortified, but no enemy came, only silence, and in that silence fear deepened. For the first time, the oldest empires felt powerless. Every pirate, every tyrant, every empire that once mocked Earth now hesitated to strike too boldly. For what if the humans were watching from the shadows? What if their fleets waited just beyond the stars, unseen but listening? The galaxy began to govern itself more carefully, more justly, because even the strongest feared the unseen gaze of humanity. Then, on the anniversary of their disappearance, the stars lit up. Above dozens of worlds, shapes emerged from folded space. Vast silhouettes blotted out suns, human ships, but unlike any that had been seen before. Sleek, silent, shimmering with strange light. They bore the scars of journeys through realms no alien mind could understand. They did not fire. They did not speak. They simply appeared, and the galaxy stood in awe. For Earth's fleets had not been destroyed. They had been remade, forged in silence, tempered in exile, prepared for a future none could imagine. Humanity had returned, not as defenders, not as conquerors, but as something greater. And every empire knew in that moment that the galaxy had changed forever.